rotation trades, because, you know, you get just sprayed down by that Kimi. But look at this, though. Good control from Altrigo. They're converging immediately to try and escort Rin in the jungle. Aran and Witty won't be able to find him just about yet. Now it becomes a game in the mid lane, right? Can they get enough pressure to really start the roaming game? Looking at the emblems here by INDONISA. Well, agility and Wilderness Blessing for Witty. We've seen this before. It's all about moving around here. But along with that, Tsujian going for the tenacity, understanding there's threats, there's danger lurking around the corner from Altrigo. But for Dreams, he's going full tankiness, man. But Aran getting chased down right now. Too early.
Just popping the sprint. You can see by the angle, Fabian with Retribution secures the XP Crab. By the angle for Altrigo, taking purple buff second. Rin started on orange buff. They really want to fight. They really want to have purple buff up for Turtle 1.
Yeah, obviously Brawl has always been the identity for Altrigo. Past generations, but now they make it clear, they make it conspicuous to TLID that all they want to do is just fight. Power spikes yet to be hit. But of course, with this draft, that Brawl in this first Turtle will most likely be a possibility.
Ooh. Turtle's already up. Ooh, Aran very deep behind enemy lines here. So on whether or not Team Liquid ID can get behind the members of Altrigo, threaten Hijime, one of the main damage tools, main utility tools for the early fights here. Otherwise, with the Hayabusa, with the Kimi, right? If this becomes a prolonged fight, Team Liquid ID can get ahead here as Witty tries to deny Rin, but won't be able to just yet. This is gonna be a very delayed take from both teams.
It hasn't been a hellish problem, but Aaron Chiki. Wow, almost gets taken down. The Kimi is just on bended knee against this Clint.
Fabian, though, is going to be rotating over. RF's looking
wants
for
it.
an angle to go for the kill. He's going to be baited in. Quad Shadow locking him down. RF has the flicker. Oh! He flickered a bit too early, right as a Shadow kill was popped. But they brought attention away from the Turtle. Rin is taking the purple buff, and now will go for Turtle 1. Taken Altrigo. Objective for kill.
Who won that trade, Arashi?
I think overall,
That would have been a win for Altrigo had he gotten the kill.
exactly. It's still somewhat equal here. Altrigo, they want to have these wins. Like Mirko mentioned, they were planning and setting everything up to really fight and commit in that first Turtle. So for Team Liquid ID, getting the Kimi a kill in the early game, it's still gonna be a great result regardless here. Ideally, they would still have the Turtle, but for now, it's still very much equal, that even. But Fabian has really been able to find more opportunities as we take a look at the talent prediction here by the new application GoPay.
Yep, Altrigo, 3 votes from me, Lim, and Papulung, and the rest of you guys are voting for TLID.
And also, Lim is the only one without glasses.
Hey,
Oh.
hey, don't glass discriminate him.
Hey, man.
That a
He's
word?
no nerd. He's no real nerd.
He's no geek.
Up top, though, Aran really already. Oh, goodness! Rin able to get the revitalize of Dreams, now brought back again by the Infernal Pursuit. Aran's gonna be engaged on, but that's gonna be Fabian looking for it. A stun with the Raging Sandstorm, a kill. He's gonna be taken down as Rin is not able to get the kill on Aran. The regen was too much. Fabian, the usurper, taking Rin down in Dreams. It's a slow and painful death over to the Shinobi, the Jonin, Fabian.
Dull Blade from Altrigo. They want to brawl, they want to fight. But TLID, this composition, it feels like they're gonna out-sustain the fighting possibilities that Altrigo are bringing into the table.
Well, due to the Revitalize can actually match Team Liquid ID in the sustain. The main factor in that fight is that Hijime got pinched, dude. Altrigo were trying to go in so aggressively that Hijime was stuck. Yehezkiel and Witty came from behind him. And if you're on a Yeve, that is not the way you want the fights to go. He got taken out so early, and just like that, the early game damage potential of Altrigo just plummeted, dude. And Team Liquid ID absolutely punished them for that. This is not the start that Altrigo want if they really want to try and get that control.
Obviously, Berserker's Fury ready for Rin. A glowing one as well for Hijime too. Stop the regen because you know how crazy the Hilda and the Khalid might just go. But again, TLID, it seems like they're not enticed to get the Turtle. And it's gonna be taken away by Rin.
The good old style of TLID. Just go for trades on the board. Aran will fall, but it's all good because they got a turret up top. You know, she able to escape. Yes, kill. Crimson Beacon out of there. Rin unable to get the Finch Poise on point. And TLID, again, they have traded for the Turtle.
Not enough energy for Rin to go in for the execution. But it feels like Aaron Shiki is just left on an island here. Witty is close by though to cover for him. And Altrigo. Would you say they have map control right now because they're so in too deep on towards TLID territory.
Well, you can overextend and get and be deep into your opponent's territory. Can you actually win fights when they break out, though? Can they maintain proper control? That's the main question. Because it seems like all Trigo are getting into Team Liquid ID's jungle, but they don't really have the win conditions when it comes to these fights. But I like what Mirko brought up, man. This is the old age style of Team Liquid ID. Let go of the first couple of neutral objectives for farming efficiency, for dominance, and later on they're gonna punish. And look at Rin, dude. Aran can still really be a threat 1v1, as Arfi taking a lot of pressure from the members of Team Liquid ID here.
They don't get the kill on Rin, but that's what they held us for. It's for number one, again, disrupting, slowing down how fast Rin can farm on the Ling. Usually the Ling at this point of the game should be able to farm faster than the Hayabusa. With 2 turtles, you would expect at least a level lead for Rin. But because Mr. Aran is just so crazy with it on this Hilda, it's been really tough for Rin to actually scout around to look for rotations. And the other point is, he's been the real bait in most of these team fights. Alter Ego have been putting all their damage, their resources onto Aran, which again opens up a whole new world for these damage dealers.
That's how you want things to go if you're playing the Hilda, dude. You need to be able to be that much of a threat, that much of an annoyance that you can actually force your opponents to use things on you instead of your teammates. So for Team Liquid ID, it is pretty ideal. And Fabian has been split pushing, so he has a bit of a gold advantage. Oh, look at this. Rin already low, half HP.
A bomb taking Rin to half HP. He has the regen. He's just gonna be caught. Oh, traction pulls! Brings him into the raging sandstorm! Rin is able to get the turtle, but now. Oh, no! What an insane 3-man knock! Rin going for more. RP with the gun down. Aran running away. Has the sprint, will be able to escape. But that's the power, that's the team fighting power of the early game Alter Ego composition.
They know, might look for more. Aran is stuck. It's gonna be fine, obviously. As a Hilda, survivability is number one, but Alter Ego, they shut down TLID and the gold lead swings onto their favor. At this point in time, this is where Rin will get more space to farm, but 1v1, Fabian's not gonna be interested. But Rin is still nearby.
He has ult. Rin, what are you planning, you mad lad?
What?
1, 2, 3, 4! Oh my goodness, Rin gets a solo kill! Not a lot of value because he falls as well, but hell, was that a statement?
If I fall, you fall!
Making it 1-for-1 there. Considering the Team Liquid ID has been going for the trades, I think that's pretty good for Alter Ego to get. Avatar of the Guardian.
Looking for the taunt, unable to get it. Aran will still be able to dodge away from Nino. A turret falling. Alter Ego now with the 1,000 gold lead.
All right, man. Looking at the item differential here, the gold is actually equal, dead even for both Fabian and Rin. So Alter Ego have more to say because Arfi is actually ahead in gold compared to Aaron Shiki. The longer the game goes, though, again, prolonged fights is going to favor Team Liquid ID a bit more. But later on, this means that Alter Ego will have the chance to go for these macro plays because they have two very long-range. They have a long-range ultimate in the Avatar of the Guardian, and they can also let Rin split push a bit more efficiently with the maneuverability of that Finch Poise. So I think Team Liquid ID are kind of playing against the clock right here if they're really expecting Alter Ego to really go for those macro plays later on.
Yeah. And we talked about Alter Ego and their early game draft. This is a draft that really wants to get ahead, snowball in the early game. TLID, it seems like to the late game, they can scale hard as well. For Alter Ego though, their eyes are on this Lord, and this is a must-win for them.
Oh, great flicker out from RP. Raging Sandstorm still follows him through. In the back line is going to be RP, caught in the bad spot, but he's still able to go for the gun down. Rin will deal damage to the back. Really traded in, and now it's going to be Aaron Shiki, assassinated by Rin on the Ling. Fabian, quad shadow. Dreams holding the taunt in the back. Aran holds the angle. They want to try to fight for this. Nino and Dreams are low. Fabian still has the shadow kill. Aran, again, going to be walking up now onto Nino. They're going to go for the members one by one. Quan Shadow landing. The shadow kill will be used as well. Both the low target members will fall. Rin is going in the blade. Jumps in on the Fabian. No, Quan Shadow. Rin will try to go for more. So this placement over. Rin won't be able to get the kill, but he gets out with the Finch Boys.
Wow! The killer instinct is still there. He goes and defies the odds. but his focus was on the Lord. Alter Ego at least stabilized what they lost in that skirmish.
Man, Team Liquid ID don't even get the mid turret for their troubles there. It's a great move by them to still get the 2 kills from Altrigo at the end there. But they're going to be up on the map already. The Lord right now is unprotected on the top side. Team Liquid ID are going to be able to clear it down, but they have no solution for Rin. There is no short cooldown crowd control tool available, and the conceal went right past the run.
The ward. Rin, looking for the back. He will go on to Fabian. He jumps on him. Has it to the place. Fabian goes into the quad channel all the way in the back. Witty pops in Radiant Sandstorm, but they're all caught under the RWM. Witty will fall melted down.
Fabian
on the back to get for the quad shadow. Fabian will land the quad shadow and goes for the shadow kill. Gets Ijume, assassinates him, but now is caught in the back spot with now a quad shadow. Out with a big bonk to shut Rin down, and he is able to walk away from it too.
The Jonin is in the missing Nins blacklist. And time again, he assassinates Fabian. But Alter Ego, they have full control of that mid lane.
That was a good sign for Team Liquid ID, though. By all means, they really shouldn't have gotten any real big wins there. But the fact that Fabian was so good at weaving in and out, he was doing damage and dipping out immediately. And that kind of scattered the focus of Altrigo. It was a 2-for-2 trade. Hijume and Rin for Fabian and Witty. So technically, the role for the mid lane there is a worthwhile trade for Team Liquid ID. And they're able to deal with the Lord. Even though they had to sacrifice all of their outer turrets here, still not the worst situation. 2k gold advantage for Altrigo though. And Team Liquid ID, they really have to bank on Aaron here, and they have to try and plan out how they're gonna keep Aaron alive later on when Rin and Dreams are gonna be jumping straight at him.
We had that point where TLID, they will relinquish the Lord, the Turtle, in trade for farming efficiency. But Aaron Shiki was 2k gold down in face of Arfi, who is able to get 9k gold. So this is insane. And TLID, they're looking for a Hail Mary play.
Winter Crown. And now Rin jumps in the back. No quad shadow. Fabian will jump into the turret. Rin, just like you said, has a list on Fabian. It's in the back. Nito gets an amazing displacement. Both carries, Fabian and Aaron, have been taken out.
The missing Nin goes rogue again and again. A revolt happening for Alter Ego. And of course, Rin will clear down bottom as Alter Ego will try to knock on the base of TLID.
10 seconds to go here before Fabian is back on the board. That Winter Crown really ruined plans for Team Liquid ID. 4k gold advantage. It's going to be a brute force siege attempt from Alter Ego. It might get punished though. Dreams are taking a lot of damage. But so far both teams will be falling back. They know that the Lord is in the picture. Now Team Liquid ID have no time to even try and contest this. Alter Ego gearing up for the decisive moment to end the game.
They play it smart. They play it real slow and patiently as well for Alter Ego. Now the question is, how does TLID crawl out of this hole that Alter Ego has dug under them?
They have to make a play, man. They have to catch Rin or Hijume. And with the Winter Crown and Hijume, with the Temples of Blades for Rin, it's difficult. There is no easy way for Team Liquid ID to try and get something. Because again, all of their cooldowns, especially for the stuns, for the displacements, are on a pretty long cooldown. It's gonna take way too much for them to really find something. And earlier, I saw Dreams go for the Blade Armor. So that's an interesting itemization. I'm not sure how the interaction works with the Kimi. But that, if it really works, then that's going to be a lot of damage that Aaron has to kind of contend with, even with the concentrated energy.
This offense is the best defense route for TLID. Hasn't really been paying off. Aaron has been so vulnerable in all these skirmishes. Another RWM forcing Aaron to use the escape ability in the mid lane. Base turret will be taken down. The Lord still at half HP. Another wave in the bottom lane as Rin will be sent to take it down. Aran can't clear it all alone. Fabian up top. Pops into quad shadow again. Now they all corral onto the base. Are Fabian to be poked down? Alter Ego have cracked open the base. TLID with only their crystal. 3 waves coming down. Alter Ego seems like they'll take it slow. Now what do TLID do?
Yeah, patience is the best virtue for Alter Ego. TLID, when will they hit their power spikes? This Kimi, it feels like it only tickles Alter Ego's frontline.
I mean, again, it's even if the power spike lands, there is no solution. Aaron Shiki hasn't really been able to stay alive. Forget about Rin for a moment here. Nino has been able to get his hands on Aaron Shiki as well. Nino is actually doing a lot more damage than I think Team Liquid ID are giving him credit for. And dude, they have to try and make a play happen somehow, some way. That's the only idea here. Because even when they scale up, when they have items, I feel like Altrico has so much more damage potential. They have so much more outplay potential as well. And Ron getting chased down now.
Yeah, we're gonna try to go on Aran, slow down as well from Hijume. AOG to the back, Aran taken down, zoned away by the RWM as well. Fabian jumps to the quad shadow. Rin pops the Tempest of Blades, won't be able to find anyone. Shadow kill to the back, but RP has a win in nature and will be able to pop it. Oh, what a cancel from Nino! Stops Fabian before he can jump back with a quad shadow. Only 3 members. Aaron's shaky. Can he land those bullets on the minion? Where's Raging Sandstorm? 4 members taken. But look at the winner crown by Hijume. Aaron shaky with the flicker out. Now it's going to be a kill over the Sky Piercer. RP jumps in and takes them out. Alter